Okay guys, this is an '03 Saturn Ion. They have notorious problems with these switches for the fan selector. You replace the resistor, everyone thinks it's the resistor, and some of those do go bad. But the problem on this one was it only worked on speed 4, however, it only ran about half speed on speed 4, which was a dead giveaway. It was more than a resistor. The customer already replaced the resistor. We know it wasn't that. You can come back here with a DVOM and check to see that it's not sending out the signal it should. So I'm assuming if you watch this video, you already know how to do all that to figure out that here's your problem. Here's the big problem. These are no longer available. You can find them used for $200 to $300 sometimes, and everyone's saying you can't fix these, and you can't just replace the switch. You have to replace the head unit for a lot of money. You can replace, or you can fix the switch. Here's how. I already have the 2 screws out. Just 2 screws. And then there's 3 tabs. I'm probably getting in the way of the camera here, but I can't help it. 3 tabs. Don't break them, but just release them. Okay. Now, I already had this apart. Here's what you do. In here, take some steel wool, clean up the connections, put some dielectric grease back on. Now, in here, here's the problem. What goes wrong? You see how this disc, which is spring-loaded, see how it's on there? And it's staying on. Here's what happens. This gets all dried up and gummy. Then, when they're turning the switch, it ends up getting forced over... I'm sorry I can't show this any better. Like this. Now it's in the wrong position. So I take this off, clean everything up, a little bit of dielectric grease, clean the contacts. When you take it apart, my guess is this is just going to fall off. Well, that proves what happened. So clean everything up so it slides very well in here. Make sure that spring stays on. Now, I don't know if, I'm probably not showing this very well because I can't see what the camera's seeing, so I apologize. I'll do my best. But this has to go on. It only goes over one way. I really hope you can see this. It goes over one way. You have to go past where it won't turn. If you go down far enough, now it turns. Look at that. You turn it, and I hope you can see this. I hope you can. It's going to turn. There, it snapped up. Now it's locked on. Does that make sense? Let me try and do it closer here. Okay. Here is where, come on. Let me get it to where it, okay. Here's where it comes off. There's the problem. It's off. You go down, turn it until I have it 180. I'm sorry. There. Now we're locked. There's where it should be locked. Once again, I'm really sorry if you can't see everything in this video, but the problem is this disc becomes unkeyed from where it needs to be. That's the problem. And it comes unkeyed because everything gets all sticky and gummy in here. Clean this up with steel wool, new dielectric grease, so that the disc slides easily on the contacts. Once you're done, you can snap it back in, make sure it works okay. Put your screws in very gently. You don't need to make these very tight at all. It's just cheap plastic. Real cheap plastic. I'm just going to give them barely a 1-finger snug. Okay. That's it. Put it back in the car. It's going to work fine. Instead of buying a used $200 control head, which probably won't last very long anyway. That's all you got to do. Hope this helps somebody. This is an '03 Ion. This applies to some other years also.